All right, so we've got this mountain of articles and notes here all about English slang and idioms and phrasal verbs. Looks like someone wants to really level up their fluency.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And they really do add so much personality to the language.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, you miss out on all the jokes if you don't know the slang, right?
Yeah.
Like, I keep seeing sus everywhere. What's that all about?
Sus is short for suspicious.
Okay.
So if something seems, shady, untrustworthy, not quite right, like you're watching a mystery movie and the detective is like, that alibi seems a bit sus.
Oh, so it's like instead of saying, I don't believe you, you just say, that's sus.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's like a quick way to show doubt.
I like it, yeah.
Slang keeps things moving, reflects what's happening right now.
And what about no cap? Is that like hat related?
No. Okay. No cap just means you're serious, no lie. Like, this pizza's amazing, no cap.
So like more convincing than a plain yes.
Right. It adds that extra I mean it feeling.
I feel like some slang sticks around and some kind of disappears, like bet. I remember when everyone started saying that.
Oh, yeah. Bet is like a super casual, okay, for
You're
sure.
like, you're instantly on board.
Exactly.
Okay, what about vibe check? I've seen that one around.
Vibe check. So that's all about the mood of a situation, right?
Yeah. Is it like my vibe is green today or something?
Not exactly, but kind of. It's like you walk into a party and someone asks, vibe check, what do you think?
Yeah.
Like they want to know if it's a good atmosphere.
So it's more about like the feeling of a place.
Exactly.
Okay, I think I've got that one.
Now this next one is interesting. Riz.
Riz, what's that?
Short for charisma.
Yeah.
That ability to attract people, captivate them.
Ah, okay, so like smooth talkers.
Yeah, like that musician who can just like mesmerize a whole audience.
So not just like romantic.
No, it's that magnetism.
It's like that it factor.
Exactly. And while we're on the topic of things that stand out, there's hits different. Have you noticed that one?
Yeah, it's like this song hits different when I'm driving or something.
Yeah, like it has a special impact in a certain context.
Exactly.
It acknowledges that everyone experiences things, in their own way.
It's kind of like beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, but for any experience.
Okay, last one. Gotta ask about this one. Main character energy.
Yeah, main character energy.
It's like straight out of Hollywood, right?
Yeah, that's the one. That confidence, that charisma.
Yeah.
Living life like you're the star of the show.
Like those friends who always seem to be like in the middle of everything exciting.
Precisely. They own every moment.
Maybe I need some of that main character energy.
It's never too late.
Yeah.
You could start by, using some of these slang words in conversation.
Good idea.
The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel.
All right, so we've covered some slang. What about idioms? Those are a whole other world.
Oh, yeah. Idioms, they can be tough. Because the meaning isn't always obvious from the words themselves.
Yeah, like, breaks a leg. That's got to be the weirdest good luck wish ever.
Right. It sounds more like a threat.
But where did it come from?
Actually, it comes from theater superstition. You see, in the theater world, it's bad luck to wish someone good luck directly.
Oh, really?
So break a leg was a way around that.
Wow, so you wish them bad luck to give them good luck.
Yeah, it's like reverse psychology, I guess.
That's so cool.
And it shows how idioms can, reflect a culture's beliefs and values.
Okay, give me another idiom. I want to try and decode it.
How about spill the beans?
Ooh, spill the beans. Okay, I feel like that's about like secrets getting out.
You got it. Revealing a secret. Like you're planning a surprise party and someone accidentally spills the beans.
And the surprise is ruin.
Exactly.
It's like when you're so excited you can't keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, those unintentional slips of the tongue.
Okay, give me one that's a bit more straightforward.
All right, how about hit the sack?
Hit the sack. Okay, I can picture that, like just collapsing onto your bed.
Yeah, it means go to bed.
Got it.
But, more colorful.
Way more colorful.
Now, what if you've got something you really don't want to do, but you have to?
Yeah.
That's when you got to bite the bullet.
I've used that one. It's like facing the unpleasant head on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Overcoming that procrastination.
Yeah, just got to get it done.
And speaking of unpleasant things, how about cost an arm and a leg? I bet you relate to this one.
Oh, don't get me started. Everything's so expensive these days.
It really does feel that
I
way.
feel like you gotta sell a kidney to buy groceries.
Right. It's hyperbole, but it gets the point across.
Totally.
Now, how about when you're feeling a little under the weather?
Under the weather, yeah, that's like not feeling great, but not really sick.
Exactly, but what kind of weather is that? I've always wondered.
Right. Is it rain? Is it snow? What kind of weather?
It's not about a specific weather. It's more the feeling, like that gray, gloomy day feeling.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
You're just not at your best.
Makes sense.
Now, we talked about spill the beans, but similar to that is let the cat out of the bag.
Wait, so what's the difference between beans and cats?
Well, spill the beans can be intentional or unintentional, but let the cat out of the bag is always accidental.
Ah,
Like
right.
you're trying to keep something secret and whoops, the truth comes out.
It's those, I wish I could take that back
Yeah.
moments.
Exactly. Sometimes awkward, sometimes funny.
Okay, hit me with another idiom.
Imagine you're talking to someone and they're just, dancing around the subject, not getting to the point.
Oh, yeah, I know people like that.
That's when you say stop beating around the bush.
Beat around the bush. Yeah, it's like, just say what you mean.
Right. Sometimes people are afraid of confrontation or they're trying to be delicate, but often it's better to just be direct.
Totally agree with that.
All right, let's lighten things up a bit. How about pulling someone's leg?
Ooh, I like that one. It's like telling a little white lie to see if they believe you.
Exactly.
Ah,
Just a bit of playful teasing.
you got to be careful with that one though, right?
Yeah, make sure they know you're joking.
Don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Okay, now imagine you've been working on something, but you're just like done, you're ready to give up.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you throw in the towel.
Ah, like admitting defeat.
Exactly, you realize it's time to move on.
Yeah, gotta know when to quit sometimes.
Okay, now let's switch gears and talk about phrasal verbs. These can be tricky because they combine verbs with prepositions or adverbs, and the meaning isn't always clear.
Yeah, phrasal verbs definitely a challenge for me. Like, how am I supposed to guess what give up means?
Well, that one's pretty straightforward. It means to stop trying, to abandon an effort.
Okay, that one makes sense.
Now, how about look up? That one usually involves searching for information, like in a dictionary or online.
Oh yeah, I use that one all the time when I'm reading and come across a word I don't know.
Right, you're looking for knowledge.
Yeah.
Now, run into might sound like a collision, but it actually means something totally different.
Okay, I'm curious. What does it mean?
It means you unexpectedly meet someone.
Ah, okay.
Like, I ran into my old friend at the coffee shop.
Those chance encounters.
Exactly.
Okay, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this.
Now, take off is a tricky one because it has multiple meanings.
Oh, okay. Challenge accepted. Give me all the meanings.
All right, well, one meaning is about a plane leaving the ground, right? Like, the plane is scheduled to take off at 8 p.m.
Okay, pretty literal.
Another meaning is to become successful or popular quickly, like her career took off after that movie.
I like that one.
And then it can also just mean to leave quickly.
Wow, that's a lot of meanings for one phrasal verb.
It is. And that's why context is so important.
Okay, what else you got?
How about put off? That one's all about procrastination.
Ooh, I'm guilty of that one.
It means to delay something, usually because you don't want to do it.
Yeah, like I'll put off doing the dishes until tomorrow. I'm the queen of procrastination.
Well, we've all been there.
Okay, what about call off? That sounds kind of serious.
It usually means to cancel something.
Oh, okay, like they had to call off the game because of the rain.
Exactly. Something
Right.
that was planned but isn't happening.
Gotcha.
Now, turn down doesn't have anything to do with volume.
I figured that, yeah.
It means to reject something.
Like an offer.
Exactly, like a job offer or an invitation.
Tough to do sometimes, but yeah, sometimes you gotta turn things down.
Now, bring up is all about starting a topic in conversation.
Like, I don't want to bring up politics at dinner.
Exactly. You're choosing the direction of the conversation.
It's all about control.
Okay, now this next one is about support. Backup means to support someone's claim or actions.
Like you're on their side.
Yeah, like, can you back up your story with any evidence?
It's like having their back. Very nicely. Okay, last one for phrasal verbs. What about come across? That sounds kind of like run into.
Similar, yeah. Come across means you find something unexpectedly, usually while looking for something else.
Ah, like I came across these old photos while cleaning the attic.
Exactly, those serendipitous discoveries.
I love those.
Me too. They're like little surprises in life.
Okay, so we've done slang, idioms, phrasal verbs. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, but in a good way.
It's a lot to take in, but don't worry, it'll all start to click with practice.
Yeah, I guess the best way to learn is just to like dive in and start using these things.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to experiment and have fun with it.
Okay, I'm feeling more confident already.
That's the spirit. Welcome back. You ready for some more slang, idioms, and those tricky phrasal verbs?
Definitely. Although after all that, my slang vocabulary is feeling a bit 2G.
Chuji, huh? You've been doing your research.
Well, I saw it in one of the articles, and it was too perfect not to mention.
Yeah. Chuji is great. It's like when you realize your favorite band from high school isn't cool anymore.
Exactly. Okay, so what about e-kick? I've seen that one, but...
If you know, you know.
Right.
It's for those inside jokes. Like, something only a specific group would get.
Makes sense, especially online where everyone's like in their own little communities.
Exactly. It's all about that shared experience.
Okay, I've definitely seen that one around.
Now, what about glow up? That one's been pretty popular lately.
Glow up makes me think of like those before and after makeover photos.
Yeah, it often refers to physical changes, but it can also be about personal growth.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, okay, so like becoming your best self.
Exactly. That journey of improvement.
I like that. It's very positive.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. Have you ever heard anyone say they stan someone?
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if it was like just being a fan or something more.
It's definitely more intense than just being a fan. Stan comes from stalker fan.
Oh, wow.
So it's that like super dedicated, super passionate fan.
Like they go to every concert, buy all the merch.
Exactly. They're all in.
Wow. Okay, I think I get stan now.
Last slang word for now. How about cap? I feel like this one is used in a negative way.
Yeah, I think I've heard it like that.
So cap just means to lie.
Ah, so it's the opposite of no cap.
Exactly. Like you're capping, there's no way that happened.
Okay, I'm going to try to remember that one.
Right. Let's get back to idioms. I'm always amazed by how much history and culture they can reveal.
Me too. It's like each one has a little story behind it.
Okay, how about get a head start, a classic for sure.
Yeah, that's all about like getting ahead of the game, right?
Exactly. Whether it's starting a project early or, arriving early to get a good spot.
Being prepared.
Yes. Now, what if you encounter a task that seems incredibly easy? You might say it's a piece of cake.
Piece of cake. That's a good one. Although it always makes me want dessert.
Yeah, it's funny how food idioms do that.
But I get it. It means something is easy peasy.
Exactly. Effortless.
Okay, I like piece of cake. That one's a keeper.
All right, how about this scenario? You're working on a project with a team, and you want to make sure you're kept in the loop.
Oh, yeah, keep me in the loop. I use that one all the time at work.
It's like saying, don't leave me out of the important information.
Exactly. I want to know what's going on.
It's about being included, being informed.
Makes sense. Okay, hit me with another idiom.
How about something that happens very rarely? Something that only happens once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon, that's a classic.
It's a great way to express that something is rare or infrequent.
Yeah, like, I only go to the mall once in a blue moon.
Exactly. It emphasizes that it's not a common occurrence.
Okay, what about when you need to think fast, adapt to a situation?
You got to be able to think on your feet.
Yeah, think on your feet. That's like being quick-witted and resourceful, right?
Exactly. Coming up with solutions on the spot.
Especially when things don't go according to plan.
Exactly. Okay, now imagine you had a chance to invest in a company, but you didn't, and now it's super successful.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
You might say, I missed the boat on that one.
Missed the boat. Yeah, like a major missed opportunity.
Exactly. You had the chance but didn't take it.
Yeah, it's like that feeling of regret.
And sometimes in conversations, people just go on and on without getting to the point,
Oh, yeah, I've definitely been in those conversations.
That's when you might say, can you just get to the point?
Get to the point. I like that. It's very direct.
It is. It's about being concise and efficient with your words.
Yeah, sometimes you just need the essential information.
Okay, now imagine you and a friend have different opinions on something, but you can still respect each other's views.
That's important, being able to disagree respectfully.
You might say you see eye to eye on some things, but not on others.
See eye to eye. Yeah, it's like finding common ground.
Exactly, acknowledging that it's okay to have different perspectives.
It's about that healthy debate.
Okay, now, rule of thumb has always sounded kind of strange to me.
Rule of thumb, yeah, is it like a measurement or something?
Not really. It just means a general principle or guideline.
Well,
something based on experience or common sense.
So it's not a hard and fast rule, more like a helpful tip.
Exactly. Get back to those phrasal verbs.
All right, bring them on.
How about check out? Pretty common one, right?
Check out. Oh, yeah, like check out this new website.
Exactly. It simply means to look at something.
Makes sense. It's a pretty versatile phrase.
All right, now what about figure out? This one involves a bit more brain power.
Yeah, that's like trying to solve a problem, right?
Exactly. You're using your logic and reasoning skills.
To understand something or find a solution.
Precisely.
Okay, that one's pretty clear.
Now, go over is another multitasker. It has a few different meanings.
Oh, okay, like what?
Well, it can mean to review something. Like, let's go over the plan one more time.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It can also mean to be well received, like your presentation went over really well.
Oh, interesting. Like it was a success.
Exactly. And then it can also simply mean to visit someone, like, I'm going to go over to my friend's house.
So context is key with that one.
Definitely. Now, what if you want to learn more about something? You're curious.
Then you got to find out more about it.
Find out, exactly. It's all about seeking knowledge and satisfying that curiosity.
Yeah, like I need to find out more about this new technology.
It's about that drive to learn.
Okay, I think I'm getting better at these.
All right, now, workout can be about physical activity or problem solving.
Oh, 2 for 1.
Like, I work out at the gym every day, or we need to work out a solution to this problem.
Okay, so it can be literal or figurative.
Exactly. Now, how about relationships? Getting along with people.
Get along with. Yeah, that's important.
It means to have a good, harmonious relationship, right?
Yeah, like you can coexist peacefully, no drama.
Exactly. You're compatible.
Like you just click with someone.
And finally, let's talk about anticipation. Looking forward to something.
Right. Oh, yeah. Looking forward to, that's like when you're excited about something that's going to happen.
Exactly. That feeling of positive expectation.
Like, I'm looking forward to my vacation.
It's about embracing the future with, a sense of excitement.
I'm kind of amazed by how many of these slang words and idioms and phrasal verbs we use every day without even thinking about it.
Right. They're just like part of how we talk.
But I gotta admit, I still feel a little weird using some of them, you know?
I get it. It's like, well, I sound awkward if I try to use this.
Exactly. Like, I don't want to force it.
Yeah, it's got to feel natural.
So how do you, like, get over that?
Well, I think the best thing is to, just pay attention to how native speakers use them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, watch movies, listen to podcasts. You'll start to pick up on the natural flow.
So it's more about observation than, like, memorizing rules.
Right, you got to see it in action.
And then just kind of try it out myself.
Yeah, start with the ones you feel most comfortable with and, gradually add more.
Okay, so baby step.
Exactly. And remember, context is key. Like, you wouldn't use the same slang with your boss as you would with your friends.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's about reading the room and adjusting your language.
What about phrasal verbs? Any tips for those?
Treat them like vocabulary words, Study the definitions, see how they're used, and practice, practice, practice.
Just like anything else you're learning.
Exactly. And it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn.
Oh, true.
And remember, language is always changing, so there will always be new things to discover.
That's kind of exciting, actually.
It is. It keeps things interesting.
Well, thanks for taking me on this deep dive. I feel like I have a much better grasp of, all the little nuances of English.
It was my pleasure. And remember, the journey of language learning never really ends.
True that.